2K Sports, a happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for De'Aaron Fox.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Klay Thompson is out there with Davis. Then it's Exum. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Irving in at the point. And for San Antonio, up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Paul. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's the Mavericks to start out here on opening day. And what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Nobody near Barnes. And the three off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Thompson finds Irving. Now Exum. Back to Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Putting on an absolute masterclass. Kyrie with every trick in the bag and then probably some more.
Both good from the line that time. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Basket, good. Irving's got 6.
The skill of Kyrie, incredible around the bucket. I have never seen someone his height so good at the rim.
Pass to Barnes. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Irving against Paul. A shot's good from Irving. 8 points for him.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there.
Now here's Paul. Here's Barnes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Barnes has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Irving attacking. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And a deep three from Fox. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. Now here's Davis. Back to Lively. Lively sets a screen for Irving, and it's in there.
There's such a great pace to Kyrie's game. That mid-range jumper, look, it's one of the best in the game.
Irving against Paul. Here's Fox. Shoots from the baseline, and the shot no good, a bit short.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Now, here's Vassell. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
He wasn't going to settle on that play. Vassell with the assertive take to the bucket.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, Coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thank you, David. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Spurs second.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Castle's checked in for Fox. Christie's checked in for the Mavericks. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Dinwiddie against Wesley. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here's Castle. He's guarded by Davis. Castle misses. Mavericks leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Davis looking for an opening. Pass to Christie. Loads it up for Davis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, come on, man. That was never going to happen.
Both teams deciding to change it up. .32 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Gafford. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Count it. Good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Outside, Fox. Here's Bassett. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the floor for Dallas. Big man on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Kyrie Irving is out there with Christie, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off him. But now that he has that step-back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Outside Irving. Pass to Marshall. Washington sets the pick for Irving. Washington passes to Christie. Good on the shot.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Sohan. Johnson, a wide open look. The three-pointer is right on target.
Nice shooting reflexes on display from Johnson. He's got such a quick release. It is off as soon as he touches it.
Here's Irving. Rebound, San Antonio.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. DJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Here's Paul, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. 14 feet away. The shot by Paul, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. And here's Irving. Over Sohan. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 4 this quarter. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
A different look now for San Antonio. Wembanyama. He's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. The Mavericks also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Outside for Wembanyama. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. Paul against Irving. It doesn't go for him. Paul with the defensive effort.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Now on the court is your squad. Get loud and let them hear it.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Dallas. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. De'Aaron Fox, number 1.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Anthony Davis is doing. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Mavericks head athletic trainer. And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. Yeah, how about that, Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And now a 7-point Maverick lead. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Spurs. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Irving. Bucket is good. Irving's got 22 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Spurs making a change here. Russell's checked in. Christie, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Substitution on the court.
.111 left now here in the second. Now here's Paul. He's defended by Exum. Here's Castle. And the 3-ball is good.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Here's Christie. Pass to Lively. Outside for Davis. And here's Exum. Davis setting the pick for Exum. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Here's Paul. Nothing on the board. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Wembanyama against Lively. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And standing easily over 7 feet. Whenever he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Pass to Exum. Thompson left side. The baseline J. And Dallas again with the bucket.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
With 1 on the clock, the Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Wembanyama. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Dallas Mavericks.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for the Spurs, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And the Spurs with possession here. They trail by 6. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Fox is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Magnificent rejection.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Thompson's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Dallas. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And here's some numbers on Fox. Coming off a terrific season. First in steals. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close.
One of the most creative guards that we have ever seen. Irving is just so unpredictable with the ball in his hands. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now here's Paul. Hasn't made one yet. And Davis sends it back.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Irving's shot is good.
Just another night at the office for Kyrie. What an incredible offensive talent.
Spurs trail by 13. And timeout is called by Craig Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Victor Wembanyama, number 1. 4th, Anthony Davis.
And when either of those guys are on the floor, that low post defense is immediately something their teammates don't have to worry about. That's a very comforting feeling.
Paul against Irving. Stolen by Exum. Davis, that's for 2. Pass to Exum. Launches it. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Exum. Davis has got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Richard, talking about Anthony Davis for a second here. When healthy, he's still one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, his health has always been a question mark for quite a while, Kevin. But make no mistake, when AD's good to go, he's one of the best players in the world.
Now here's Irving. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The shot, no good.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Here's Wembanyama.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Thompson passes to Lively. Out to Thompson from the arc. Traps in the tray. 8 points for him.
I just love how fast Thompson gets his shot off. It makes him so much more lethal.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Castle's checked in for Vassell. The Mavericks also with a sub. Christie, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wemby doesn't even need to jump to throw it down. That's just crazy.
Lively trying to break loose. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 28.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Ball against Irving. Over to the left wing. Castle misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Offensive rebound. Lively. Outside Irving. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. Might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Irving drives in. And he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got 30.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Barnes outside. Three-pointer. San Antonio again missing. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Here's Irving. Outside for Davis. Over Barnes. And Davis can't get it to go. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Barnes can't get it to go. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Lively.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Irving, and he drives in, and the layup falls. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Mavericks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Kyrie Irving is out there with Christie. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Pass to Sohan. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Woo, boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Something that really speaks to Kyrie's talent is his ability to impact the game the minute he steps on the floor. The game changes completely with the ball in his hands.
Here's Fox. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The shot's good from Irving.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And San Antonio shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Fox passes to Bassie. Now here's Johnson. He takes it in. A rebound by Washington.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Johnson from outside. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Just shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Three-pointer, Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
And here's Marshall from the arc. Trains the three-pointer.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Fox. For three. And it's Sohan missing. Dallas has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. A nice shot by Irving.
A true wizard with the ball. Irving has some of the best handles that we have ever seen at any point in time in history.
And a deep three from Fox. Hits the three-point bomb.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Irving surveying the floor. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team more league.
And Fox is so slick with the handles. I love watching him show off like this.
Irving drives in. Pass to Marshall. Washington with it. Now Irving. And here is Gafford. 4 on the shot clock. Rebound by Johnson.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kyrie Irving.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Pass to Bassie. Down low. Let's go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's just great basketball. The shot fake, love it.
Keldon Johnson. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Look, he's a versatile weapon. Johnson is someone that wants to keep improving and shouldering more responsibilities on both ends of the floor.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Williams kicks to Washington. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Paul. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. It looked like you were in an extra crispy special kind of zone tonight. How did you do it?
Man, well, the beauty is in the process. It's in the preparation. You know, before I get here, I'm trying to get locked in mentally. Just trying to come out here and put on a good performance, lead my team, do the best job I can. That's all I'm trying to do.
It was all on display tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
Make your hell gaming.